Their laughter sliced through the showroom's polished air, my parents' and sisters' voices sharp with mockery as they stood by a gleaming Bentley, pointing at me. At 36, I, Carlene, felt my face burn their words. "You don't belong here," echoing in front of strangers, unaware that my husband, Victor, was moments away with a Rolls-Royce, a quiet force that would shift our family's twisted dance forever. The Miami sun glinted off the showroom's glass walls, turning the luxury cars inside, Bentleys, Lamborghinis, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, into sculptures of light and wealth. At 36, I, Carlene, stood near a sleek Aston Martin, my sandals soft against the marble floor, my linen dress a deliberate choice for this rare outing. I'd come to meet Victor, my husband, who'd texted he'd be late, his voice on the phone warm but distracted. "Trust me, Carlene, it'll be worth it." I hadn't expected to see my family, Mom, Dad, my sister Tessa, here. Their presence a jolt, their laughter now a blade cutting through the air, public and cruel, as they mocked me in front of salesmen and strangers. I'd been estranged from them for years, our ties frayed by a history of slights and silences, their visits to Miami rare, since I'd moved here a decade ago. Mom, with her dyed blonde hair and designer scarf, leaned against a Bentley, her voice loud. "Carlene, what are you doing here?" "Window shopping." Dad, his polo shirt crisp, chuckled, his eyes cold. "This isn't your scene, sweetheart. Stick to your thrift stores." Tessa, 32, her manicured nails glinting, smirked, her tone venomous. "Yeah, Car. You're embarrassing yourself. Maybe leave before you make a scene." Their words drew stares, a salesman's polite smile faltering, a couple by a Ferrari whispering, and I felt my throat tighten, shame burning my cheeks, my hands clenching the strap of my purse. Why are they here? My inner monologue reeled, confusion and hurt tangling. I hadn't seen them since Tessa's engagement party 2 years ago, a tense affair where Mom had sighed, "Carlene, you're so plain," and Dad had ignored my stories of Victor's tech startup, praising Tessa's marketing job instead. Our estrangement wasn't dramatic, no screaming fights, just a slow drift, their dismissal of me a constant hum. I was the quiet daughter, the one who didn't shine, not like Tessa, their golden child. What did I do to deserve this? My inner voice ached, the showroom's opulence a cruel contrast to my humiliation, their laughter a public verdict on my worth. I forced a smile, my voice low but steady. "I'm meeting Victor. I belong here as much as you." Tessa's laugh was sharp, her eyes flicking to my dress. "Victor? Oh, please, Car. Is he leasing a Hyundai now?" Mom's nod, Dad's grunt, amplified her jab. Their unity a wall I couldn't breach. "They don't know him." My inner monologue seethed, anger flickering. Victor's success, his AI firm now valued at millions, a truth they'd never bothered to see, their image of me frozen in my 20s, scraping by as a tutor, not the woman I'd become. A flashback hit. I was 15, in our Tampa home, Mom praising Tessa's dance recital while my poetry award sat unnoticed, my quiet pride buried under their indifference. I've never been enough, my heart mourned, but hope stirred. Victor's text. Almost there, a lifeline in the storm. The salesman, a young man in a tailored suit, approached, his voice hesitant. "Ma'am, is everything okay? Can I assist you?" His glance at my family, their smirks, made my stomach churn, public shame a weight I couldn't shake. "I'm fine," I said, my voice barely audible, my eyes on the showroom's entrance, willing Victor to appear. "Where are you?" My inner voice pleaded, doubt creeping in, their mockery planting seeds. What if I don't belong? I'd chosen this dress, simple but elegant, to feel confident, but now it felt like a costume, their judgment stripping me bare. Tessa stepped closer, her perfume sharp, her voice a stage whisper. "Carlene, seriously, go. You're making us all uncomfortable." The couple by the Ferrari turned away, the salesman retreating, and I felt the room shrink, my humiliation complete. They want me gone. My inner monologue registered, betrayal cutting deep, their need to diminish me a puzzle I couldn't solve. Why this cruelty? This public display? Are they hiding something? My inner voice wondered, a suspicion born of years of slights. Their presence here, unannounced, aggressive, a clue to a deeper motive. A flashback surfaced. Dad at my college graduation. His Tessa's got a scholarship, overshadowing my degree. Their focus always elsewhere, my role as their afterthought cemented. I opened my mouth to respond, to defend myself, but my phone buzzed, Victor's name flashing, his text simple. Outside. Ready? My heart leapt, relief and anticipation colliding, his timing a shield against their scorn. He's here. My inner monologue exhaled, hope surging, but tension lingered, their laughter still echoing, the showroom's air thick with their judgment. I'm staying, I said, my voice firmer, meeting Tessa's eyes, her smirk faltering for a split second, a crack in their facade. What don't they know? My inner voice pressed, suspense building, Victor's arrival a mystery to them, a shift I couldn't predict. The glass doors gleamed, the sound of an engine purring outside, and I turned, my family's voices fading, their mockery a shadow-eyed face with Victor's strength, his presence a question whose answer might change everything, or break us further. The Miami showroom's marble floor gleamed under my feet, but the echo of my family's laughter, Mom's sharp chuckle, Dad's dismissive grunt, Tessa's biting, "You don't belong here," sent me spiraling inward, to memories of a childhood where I, Carlene, now 36, was always the shadow in their light. Their public mockery moments ago, in front of strangers and polished cars, had stripped me raw, my linen dress no shield against the shame. Victor's text, outside. Ready? Was a lifeline, his imminent arrival with a Rolls-Royce a silent promise of shift. But as I waited, my heart retreated to Tampa, to the years that shaped my quiet strength, my strained ties with Mom, Dad, and Tessa, and the first sparks of meeting Victor. A story still unfolding, its full light just out of reach. I stood by the Aston Martin, its curves a blur, my hands twisting my purse strap, the salesman's retreating steps a faint echo. Why do they hate me? My inner monologue whispered, hurt and confusion tangling, their cruelty in the showroom a mirror to decades of dismissal. I was 10 again, in our Tampa bungalow, its screened porch smelling of jasmine, Mom's voice bright as she pinned a ribbon on Tessa's dance costume. "You're a star, Tess." I'd sat at the kitchen table, my spelling bee certificate clutched tight, my "I won first place" met with Dad's distracted "Good job, Carlene," his eyes on Tessa's twirl. I was there, but invisible, my inner voice mourned, the memory a wound, their favoritism a thread woven through my childhood, Tessa's sparkle always outshining my quiet efforts. Mom, a real estate agent, thrived on charm, her blonde hair and quick smile a magnet for clients, but at home, she saved her warmth for Tessa, her mini-me. Dad, a high school coach, was gruff, his pride reserved for Tessa's trophies, my poetry or sketches dismissed as hobbies. Tessa, for years younger, was their son, vibrant, demanding, her tantrums forgiven, her successes celebrated. I was the steady one, the one who folded laundry, helped with homework, my kindness a reflex, not a choice. They leaned on me, but never saw me, my inner monologue reflected, pain sharp but familiar, their belittling a slow erosion. Mom's Carlene, don't be so serious. Dad's Tessa's got the real talent. Tessa's childhood taunts. You're boring, Car. A flashback deep in the ache. I was 16, in our living room, Tessa, 12, crying over a lost dance role, Mom stroking her hair, promising, "You'll shine next time." I just won a state art contest. My painting hung at school, but my "Can you come see it?" got Mom's sigh. "We're busy, Carlene, you know Tessa needs us." I'd nodded, swallowing tears, my quiet strength born in those moments, a resilience forged in silence. not defiance. I learned to carry myself. My inner voice noted, pride flickering, but heartbreak lingered. Their dismissal a weight I'd carried into adulthood. My estrangement adrift, not a break. Their calls rare, their visits, like today, laden with scorn. The showroom's air was cool, but my face burned. Tessa's. Maybe leave before you make a scene replaying. The couple by the Ferrari still glancing my way. They've always pushed me out. My inner monologue seethed, anger rising, but hope stirred. Victor's text a reminder of the life I'd built beyond their reach. My growth wasn't loud, but steady, rooted in those childhood slights. By 18, I'd left Tampa for Miami, a scholarship to FIU for graphic design, my art a refuge, my kindness a choice, not a duty. I tutored kids, paid my rent, my independence a quiet rebellion against their Carlene's plain narrative. I was enough, my inner heart affirmed, strength deepening, their mockery now a challenge, not a verdict. I met Victor at 25, a memory still hazy, its edges soft with promise. I was tutoring at a community center. He was a volunteer, his quiet presence, dark eyes, steady hands drawing me in. He saw me, my inner monologue warmed, a contrast to my family's blindness, his shy. Your sketches are incredible. The first time I felt truly noticed. We talked over coffee, his dreams of coding AI algorithms as bold as my paintings, our connection a slow burn, not a spark. There's more to that story, my inner voice teased, suspense building, our marriage, his success, a truth my family didn't know. There, Victor? A Hyundai? A laughable misjudgment, his Rolls-Royce a symbol I hadn't yet grasped. Another flashback pulled me back. I was 22, home for Christmas, Tessa, 18, showing off her marketing internship. Dad's "That's my girl" loud, my design portfolio ignored. I'd called Victor that night, his "You're brilliant" Carlene a lifeline across the miles, his belief in me a seed that grew into our life. Our Coconut Grove cottage, my freelance career, his tech empire. They don't know us. My inner monologue resolved, pride steady. Their showroom taunts a misstep, their ignorance of Victor's wealth. Our bond, a chink in their armor. But doubt crept in. Why are they here? My inner voice questioned, their unannounced visit, their cruelty, a puzzle, a hint of something, jealousy, guilt, I couldn't name. The salesman hovered nearby, his "Can I get you water?" A polite escape from my family's scene, but I shook my head, my eyes on the glass doors. Victor's engine per now audible. He's close, my inner monologue exhaled, hope surging, but the sting of their laughter lingered. Tessa's smirk, Mom's scarf, Dad's cold eyes a tableau of rejection. What do they want? My inner heart probed, their presence at the showroom, their need to humiliate me, a clue to a deeper motive. Had they heard of Victor's success, come to test me? Or is it older, tied to Tampa? My inner voice wondered. The childhood slights, Mom's sighs, Tessa's taunts, a pattern now sharpened by this public shame. I straightened, my dress smoothing under my hands, my voice silent, but my resolve firm. I won't run. Their dismissal had forged my strength, my kindness not weakness, my life with Victor a testament to my worth. They'll see, my inner monologue vowed, not with anger, but certainty. Victor's arrival a moment I couldn't predict, a shift that might expose their error, or deepen their scorn. The doors slid open, a breeze carrying the scent of ocean and exhaust, and I turned, my family's voices fading, their mockery a fading echo, Victor's presence a shadow approaching, its impact a question that hung in the Miami air, heavy with promise and peril. The Miami showroom's sterile glow felt like a spotlight, amplifying the sting of my family's mockery, Mom's sharp window shopping, Dad's cold stick to thrift stores, Tessa's venomous, "You're embarrassing yourself." Their words a public wound that left me, Carlene, at 36, raw and exposed. Their laughter still echoed, a cruel reminder of a childhood where I was always less, never enough, their presence here a mystery laced with malice. Victor's text outside. Ready? Was my anchor. His imminent arrival with a Rolls-Royce a silent promise of shift. But as I waited, my heart drifted to him, to the man who saw me when my family didn't, our bond a quiet fortress against their coldness, our shared success a truth they couldn't fathom, preparing me for a moment that could tilt the power in this showroom, its outcome a shadow I couldn't yet see. I stood by the Aston Martin, its sleek lines a blur, my fingers tracing my purse strap, the salesman's hesitant glance a reminder of my humiliation. They've always pushed me away, my inner monologue mourned, the showroom's opulence a cruel echo of my family's dismissal, their voices, Mom's, Dad's, Tess's, a chorus of childhood slights. But Victor's presence, even unseen, steadied me, his love a contrast to their coldness, a story that began 11 years ago, when I was 25, tutoring at a Miami community center, my life a patchwork of freelance design gigs and rented rooms, my family's indifference a distant take. I met Victor in the center's cramped library, its shelves sagging, the air thick with summer heat. He was 27, a volunteer teaching coding to teens, his dark eyes focused, his hands steady as he debugged a kids' program. I was helping a girl with algebra, my sketches doodled in my notebook's margins, when he glanced over, his voice shy. Those drawings are incredible. I blushed and used to praise my family's Carlene's plane, a refrain I'd internalized. He saw me. My inner voice marveled, warmth spreading, his quiet sincerity a balm to the wound's Mom's sighs, Dad's grunts, Tess's taunts had left. We talked after, over vending machine coffee, his dreams of building AI for healthcare as bold as my hope to design book covers, our connection not a spark but a slow, steady glow. Victor's support was immediate, unspoken but profound. When I mentioned my family's distance, Tess's engagement party, Mom's, you're so serious. Dad's silence. He listened, his hand brushing mine. They're missing out, Carlene. You're extraordinary. He meant it. My inner monologue exhaled, a contrast to Mom's distracted nods, Tess's smirks, their coldness a wall Victor dismantled with every call, every show me your latest sketch. A flashback hit. I was 26, crying in my studio apartment, Mom's voicemail. Tessa got a promotion, isn't that great? Ignoring my first gallery show. Victor drove over, unasked, his I'm proud of you a lifeline, his belief in me a seed that grew into our bond, my strength blooming where my family saw none. Our relationship deepened through shared dreams, not grand gestures. We married at 28, a small Coconut Grove ceremony, my family absent, Mom's were busy, Dad's it's too far, Tessa's no reply a quiet cut. Victor's parents, warm and present, filled the gap, his mother's hug a gift my own never gave. He's my family, my inner heart affirmed, our life a partnership, not a fairy tale. I freelanced, my designs in local magazines, while Victor coded late, his AI startup a gamble that grew, first a patent, then investors, by 32 a firm valued at millions. I supported him, not with money, but time, late-night coffees, proofreading pitches. You've got this, a mirror to his faith in me. We built this together. My inner monologue glowed, pride steady, our success quiet, unseen by my family. Their Victor? A Hyundai. A laughable misjudgment, their coldness blind to our truth. Their dismissal never stopped hurting. A flashback surfaced. I was 30, visiting Tampa, Tessa's new condo gleaming, Mom gushing, she's our star, while my freelance contract with a publisher got a curt, that's nice. I'd called Victor, his they don't deserve you grounding me, his love a shield against their frost. Why do they hate me? My inner voice ached. Their showroom cruelty, unannounced, public, a puzzle, their need to belittle me a hint of envy or guilt I couldn't place. Do they know about Victor? My inner monologue wondered. Their presence here, their taunts, a clue to a deeper motive, perhaps a whisper of his wealth, a challenge to their narrative of my failure. My growth was in choosing myself, not proving them wrong. Therapy started at 29, helped my counselors. You're enough. Carlene echoing Victor's words, my kindness, once a reflex for their approval, now a strength for me. I painted again, my canvases bold, my freelance work thriving, my life with Victor. Our cottage, our walks by the bay, a haven their coldness couldn't touch. I'm not their shadow. My inner resolve hardened, their mockery a test, not a truth. Victor's arrival a chance to shift the dynamic, not with anger, but presence. The showroom's air was heavy, Tessa's smirk fading as she glanced at the doors, Mom's scarf slipping, Dad's grunt silenced, the purr of an engine growing louder. They sensed something, my inner monologue noted, suspense building, their confidence cracking, my humiliation. You don't belong. A wound-eyed face, not flee. I smoothed my dress, my sandals firm on the marble, my heart steady with Victor's love, our bond a quiet power they never understood. We built more than they know, my inner voice affirmed, our success, his firm, my art, our life, a truth they'd see, not in words, but in the moment coming. I checked my phone, Victor's text here. Look outside, a spark, my breath catching, my family's eyes following mine to the glass doors, the salesman's head turning, the couple by the Ferrari pausing. This is it, my inner monologue exhaled, hope and tension colliding, their mockery a fading echo, Victor's arrival a shift I couldn't predict. Will they see me now? My inner heart questioned, their coldness a wall, our bond a light, the power dynamic teetering, its outcome a shadow just beyond the Miami sun, a moment I braced for, my strength rooted in us, not them. The Miami showroom's polished marble reflected the tension coiling in my chest, the echo of my family's mockery, Mom's sharp window shopping, Dad's cold stick to thrift stores, Tessa's biting. You're embarrassing yourself. Still raw, their laughter a public wound that had left me, Carlene, at 36, exposed before strangers. Their cruelty, unprovoked and unannounced in this luxury car haven, was a mystery rooted in a childhood of dismissal, their coldness a stark contrast to the warmth of my husband, Victor, whose love had built our quiet success. Now, as the purr of a Rolls-Royce grew louder outside, Victor's arrival signaled a shift, a moment I'd braced for. My heart torn between revenge and release, my composure a shield as I faced my family's impending shock, their world about to tilt, mine hanging on a silent choice. The showroom's glass doors framed the morning sun, its glare softening as a Rolls-Royce Phantom glided to a stop, its obsidian curves gleaming, a vision of understated power. I stood by the Aston Martin, my linen dress smooth, my sandals firm, my purse strap still twisted from earlier nerves, the salesman's curious glance meeting the couple by the Ferrari's hushed stairs. Mom, Dad, and Tessa, clustered near a Bentley, froze, their laughter dead, Tessa's manicured hand pausing mid-gesture, Mom's designer scarf slipping, Dad's polo-clad shoulders stiffening. They see it, my inner monologue noted, a flicker of satisfaction, but conflict stirred. Is this revenge, or am I letting go? Their mockery had cut deep, their belief I didn't belong a wound, but Victor's arrival wasn't my plan. It was his, a quiet act I hadn't scripted, its weight both thrilling and heavy. Victor stepped out, his navy blazer crisp, his dark eyes finding mine through the glass, a faint smile softening his face, a look that said, I'm here, Carlene. My heart steadied, his presence a balm to the shame they'd heaped, our bond, forged in community center coffees, late-night dreams, years of mutual support, a truth they'd never seen. He's my home, my inner voice affirmed, warmth cutting through the hurt, but doubt lingered. Will this change them, or just widen the gap? The salesman hurried to the door, his Mr. Reyes, welcome, loud enough to turn heads, the couple whispering, the showroom's air shifting, a ripple of awe and curiosity. Mom's face paled, her green eyes darting from the Rolls-Royce to me, confusion etching her features, her scarf now a crumpled knot in her hands. "Carlene, is that Victor?" she asked, her voice low, unsteady, a crack in her poised facade. Dad's grunt was sharp, his gaze narrowing, his "what's this about?" gruff, his earlier dismissal, "this isn't your scene." Now a misstep he sensed but couldn't name. Tessa's smirk vanished, her lips parting, her "no way," a breathy mix of shock and discomfort, her eyes flicking to the car, then me, as if recalculating my worth. They didn't expect this, my inner monologue observed, their unity fracturing, their mockery. Victor? A Hyundai, a laughable error, Victor's success, our life, a reality they'd ignored. I stayed composed, my face calm, my hands still, but my heart churned, emotions colliding. "This feels good," my inner voice admitted, their shock of fleeting justice, their assumption I was playing Carlene crumbling before the Rolls-Royce's silent proof. But revenge wasn't sweet. It was heavy, a question I wrestled. Am I proving them wrong, or proving myself to me? Victor's arrival wasn't about them. It was his promise. It'll be worth it. A gesture for us, not their downfall. I don't need their approval. My inner resolve hardened, clarity piercing the conflict. My growth in choosing release over spite. My strength in standing tall, not striking back. The salesman opened the door. Victor stepping inside, his stride confident but unassuming, his hand brushing mine as he reached me, his voice low. "Sorry I'm late, love." "Ready to see it." His warmth grounded me, a contrast to Mom's faltering smile, Dad's clenched jaw, Tessa's wide-eyed stare. They're rattled, my inner monologue noted, their discomfort palpable. The showroom's opulence now a stage where their narrative, Carlene the failure, Tessa the star, faltered. The couple by the Ferrari approached, the man's "is that the new Phantom?" sparking a murmur, the salesman's eager nod amplifying the moment, my family shock deepening, their whispers a hum I couldn't hear but felt. Tessa recovered first, her voice sharp, forced. "Carlene, what's going on? Since when do you?" She trailed off, gesturing at the Rolls-Royce, her confusion raw, her earlier, "You don't belong," a boomerang now striking her poise. Mom stepped forward, her tone pleading, "Carlene, honey, we didn't know. Why didn't you tell us?" Her question was a twist, her ignorance of Victor's success, his AI firm, our life, a choice, their coldness blind to my calls, my letters, my attempts to share. Dad's silence was heavier, his eyes on Victor, then me, a flicker of shame or envy I couldn't parse. "They want answers," my inner voice registered, their discomfort a mirror to my earlier shame, but satisfaction faded, replaced by a quiet ache. They'll never see me. I met Victor's gaze, his nod subtle, his hand squeezing mine, a silent "you've got this." "We're here for the car," I said, my voice even, addressing them all, my composure a shield, not a weapon. Victor arranged it. I didn't elaborate, didn't gloat. My silence a choice, not weakness. Their questions, Mom's, "What do you mean?" Tessa's, "How can you afford this?" hanging unanswered. This isn't about them, my inner monologue resolved, the Rolls-Royce a symbol of our life, not their defeat, my conflict easing, release winning over revenge, my dignity in standing, not explaining. Victor gestured to the salesman, who led us toward the Rolls-Royce, its doors open, its leather interior a quiet luxury. My family followed, hesitant, Mom's scarf trailing, Dad's step slow, Tessa's heels clicking, their shock now a restless need to understand. "They can't let it go," my inner voice observed, their questions abuzz. "How long has this been going on?" "Carlene, talk to us." Their discomfort a reversal, my silence a power I hadn't planned. "Do I owe them anything?" My inner heart questioned, their coldness, years of slights, Tampa's shadows, the showroom's cruelty, a dead-eyed paid too long. Victor's hand stayed in mine, his presence a reminder. We built this, not them. The salesman began his pitch, his handcrafted interior, bespoke options, a hum I barely heard. My eyes on my family, their faces a mix of awe, confusion, unease. They're waiting for me to break, my inner monologue noted, tension rising, their need for answers a pressure, my silence a wall they couldn't climb. This could change us, my inner voice wavered, a flicker of hope. Maybe they'd see me now, but doubt followed. Or will they twist this too? The showroom's light caught the Rolls-Royce's curves, Victor's smile steady, my family's questions louder. My choice to stay silent, a quiet tension, a moment unresolved, its weight a shadow in the Miami air, my heart poised between past and possibility. The Miami showroom's glass walls reflected a moment suspended in time, the Rolls-Royce Phantom's obsidian gleam a silent testament to the life I, Carlene, had built with Victor, now 36, against the backdrop of my family's stinging mockery. Mom's sharp window shopping, Dad's cold stick to thrift stores, Tessa's venomous. You're embarrassing yourself. Their shock at Victor's arrival, their discomfort as the reality of our success sank in, had shifted the air, but not my heart. Their questions, Mom's pleading, why didn't you tell us? Tessa's confused, how can you afford this? Hung unanswered, my silence a choice, not a retreat. Now, as I stood with Victor, his hand warm in mine, I faced their attempt to reconnect, my soul reflecting on pain, growth, and worth, ready to respond with calm confidence, not revenge, and leave this place free, empowered, my journey a quiet triumph. The showroom buzzed softly, the salesman's voice, detailing the Rolls-Royce's bespoke features, a distant hum, the couple by the Ferrari now openly staring, their whispers lost in the weight of this moment. Mom, Dad, and Tessa stood near the Bentley, their earlier unity fractured, Mom's scarf crumpled, Dad's jaw tight, Tessa's manicured nails fidgeting. They're lost, my inner monologue observed, their shock at the Rolls-Royce, at Victor's quiet authority, a mirror to their misjudgment, their coldness, years of Tampus lights, their showroom cruelty, a narrative crumbling. They see me now, my inner voice noted, but clarity followed. But I don't need them to. My growth, forged in childhood shadows, therapy's truths, Victor's love, was mine, not theirs to validate. I reflected, the pain still vivid. Mom's distracted, Tessa's our star. Dad's grunt over my art, Tessa's childhood taunts. You're boring, Car. Their dismissal had shaped me. A quiet girl who folded laundry, hid tears, became the steady one they leaned on but never saw. I carried their weight. My inner heart mourned. The showroom's mockery a final cut, their laughter before strangers a wound that echoed Tampa's kitchen, where my spelling bee win, my poetry, my worth, went unnoticed. But growth had followed, slow and deliberate. My move to Miami, my design career, my choice to be kind, not for their approval, but for me. I'm not their shadow. My inner resolve affirmed, strength deep, Victor's belief. You're extraordinary. A light that outshone their coldness. Victor stood beside me, his blazer brushing my arm, his eyes steady, his earlier, ready to see it. A promise kept, not just of the car, but of us, our community center coffees, our late-night dreams, our shared climb to this moment. We built this, my inner monologue glowed, pride steady, his AI firm, my art, our Coconut Grove cottage a life they'd never bothered to know. Their Victor? A Hyundai. A laughable error. My worth wasn't in the Rolls-Royce, but in the woman who'd supported Victor's pitches, painted through doubt, chose love over bitterness. I'm enough, my inner heart declared, the pain of their rejection, Mom's sighs, Tessa's smirks, fading, my empowerment in standing here, whole, not broken. Mom stepped forward, her voice soft, trembling. Carlene, we didn't know about all this. She gestured at the Rolls-Royce, her green eyes wet, her scarf a tangle. We're proud, honey.
Can we talk?
Maybe visit. Her plea was a shift, not mockery, but a reconnection I didn't trust, her pride belated, her ignorance a choice, my letters, calls, invitations ignored. Dad cleared his throat, his polo shirt creased, his voice gruff. You should have told us, Carlene. We wouldn't have, he trailed off, his wouldn't have a half justification, his earlier, this isn't your scene, unacknowledged, his shame flickering but unspoken. Tessa's lips parted, her tone defensive. Okay, fine. You're doing well. But you never shared, Car. You pushed us away. Her words were a twist, her blame a reflex, her you don't belong. Now a boomerang she dodged. They're rewriting it. My inner monologue sighed, frustration flaring, their attempt to reconnect laced with excuses, their coldness unaddressed. They haven't changed, my inner voice realized, heartbreak soft but clear, their pride in my success, not me, a conditional love I'd outgrown. Is this revenge? My inner heart questioned, their discomfort, Mom's tears, Dad's unease, Tessa's faltering poise, a fleeting justice, but hollow. No, it's release, my inner resolve answered, my silence in the showroom, my calm now, a choice to let go, not to wound. I'd spent years seeking their light, Tampa's kitchen, their applause for Tessa, and found my own, with Victor, with me. I met Mom's eyes, then Dad's, Tessa's, my voice calm, confident. I shared my life, but you didn't listen. I'm happy, and I wish you well, but I don't need to explain this. My words were steady, not sharp. My kindness a strength, not a plea. My refusal to justify Victor's success, our life, a boundary they'd never respected. Mom's face fell, her Carlene please a whisper, Dad's nod slow, Tessa's that's it? Sharp but uncertain, their questions unanswered, their need for control unmet. They want more, my inner monologue noted, quiet tension rising, their discomfort a mirror to my earlier shame, but I felt no urge to fill the silence, my empowerment in choosing me, not them. Victor squeezed my hand, his smile subtle, his shall we? A gentle pull toward the Rolls-Royce, its open door an invitation, not a taunt. I nodded, my sandals soft on the marble, my dress catching the light, my composure a quiet dignity, not revenge. The salesman stepped back, his enjoy Mr. and Mrs. Reyes warm, the couple by the Ferrari nodding, the showroom's buzz fading, my family's faces, Mom's tears, Dad's frown, Tessa's crossed arms, a tableau I left behind. They'll talk, but it's not my story, my inner voice affirmed, freedom washing over me, the weight of their mockery, their coldness, lifting, my worth no longer theirs to judge. We walked hand in hand, Victor's fingers warm, his quiet strength a mirror to mine, our bond, community-centered dreams, late-night laughter, shared triumphs, a life they'd never know. The glass doors slid open, the Miami sun warm, the Rolls-Royce waiting, not a trophy, but a symbol of us, our choices, our love. I'm free, my inner heart sang, empowerment steady, the pain of Tampa, the showroom, a chapter closed, my growth in facing their scorn, not with anger, but grace. My family stood frozen, their questions unanswered, their reconnection a door I didn't need to open, my journey complete, not in their eyes, but mine. As we stepped outside, the ocean breeze brushed my face, Victor's hand steady. I turned to him, my smile soft, my heart full. I chose this light, I thought, a poignant truth, my quiet triumph not in proving them wrong, but in knowing I was always enough.